Leicester is, in my opinion, one of the best locations in the UK because it's right in the centre. It takes 1 hour to get to London, 30 minutes to Birmingham, 20 minutes to Nottingham, so it's a perfect place to live and explore the rest of the UK.
Many people heard that Leicester has found King Richard III. Can you tell us more about the historical city?
King Richard III was actually found by academics working at the University of Leicester. Leicester's actually one of the oldest cities in the UK. It's been a city for over 2,000 years. There was already a settlement there when the Romans came to England. It's also, fascinatingly, the birthplace of modern English. So the way we're talking now, the language we're talking now, that actually started in Leicester, which makes it a really interesting place to live and to study. It's turned into a really multicultural city. There's people from all over the world, good food from all over the world as well. It's a very vibrant place to live now.
If people want to travel to Leicester, do you have any recommendation?
You already mentioned Richard III, which was discovered underneath a car park in the centre of Leicester. You can go and see where he was found, and you can go into the cathedral and see where he's now buried. And that was the last king of England to die in battle. Bradgate Park is probably the most popular tourist attraction in the whole of Leicester. It's a huge green area filled, it's got a castle, it's got wild deer running around. The UK Space Centre is in Leicester as well. That's actually a partnership with the university because a lot of our academics are involved in sending things off to space. You can be in the mountains in 1 hour if you go to the Peak District, or you can be at the coast at a seaside town in an hour and a half if you go to the east. There's loads of tourist attractions you can have.
As for the food, Leicester is the former capital in the United Kingdom. Do you have any recommendation restaurants, food?
There's a street called the Golden Mile, which has loads of really good curry shops on it. My favourite thing to eat in Leicester is actually fish and chips, even though we're not very close to the sea.
Leicester is one of the greenest cities in the United Kingdom, and there are many parks, natural reserves, and bicycle lanes around the city. Do you have any experience about the sustainability in Leicester?
The university is actually surrounded by Victoria Park, which is a great place to study on sunny days, but also it's where a lot of our sports teams play, and it's a really nice place to walk around. Elsewhere in Leicester, there's other huge parks, nature reserves, lots of wildlife habitats you can walk if you're interested. The university has just been ranked by the Times Higher as one of the top 30 universities in the world for its environmental impact. Academics are heavily involved in sustainability. For instance, they're currently created something which allows satellites to track seawater temperatures to look at climate change.
Speaking of Leicester, Leicester is famous for its sports in the United Kingdom. Do you have any experience about this?
I actually lived in Leicester in 2015 when they won the Premier League. That is considered by a lot of people to be the greatest sport because they never should have done that. I'm from closer to London, so I support a team from London. But I still went out and celebrated when they won because it was just such an amazing time for the city. There were people from every race, culture, speaking every language, jumping up on the streets, dancing, singing, hugging each other. My team came second, so it wasn't that amazing, but it was still quite good. Other sports, rugby, it has the most successful rugby team of all time. Basketball, which is obviously very popular in Taiwan, it has the most successful basketball team in the UK.